Hello everybody, this is Allsouth Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Shadows over Loathing. In the previous episode, we spent a fair amount of time learning the Hobo Code. 9 levels of it to be specific, and then we set off to help the Vicar, I believe it was, try and find a Urn of Ashes, which has taken us to Dirge's house. See. I want to ask you about the Parquad. Alright, you better come in. An old gray-bearded man in a sea captain's hat is glaring at you suspiciously. What do you want? Well, I'm from the Ocean City Watch for Lie, you know? The newspaper? Don't trust newspapers. Nor newspaper reporters, neither. Well, nor otters. Fortunately, I'm only one of those things. Can I ask you about the Parquad? Ain't nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected. We had a funny rock, all hands lost. That was decades ago. Why are you bothering me now? Well, it's a slow news day. How many men were in your crew? There was Pegleg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, an old barnacle face. He looks askance at the row of urns. And the other one, so 5. What was the 5th sailor's name? I ain't recall. He was new, just signed on before the last voyage. Didn't talk much, eerie fella to be honest. Eerie? Spooky, and that's all I gotta say about him. What was funny about the rock? You ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking straight up out of the ocean? Can't say I have. Me neither, and I'd been sailing that route for years. So I guess when you said funny, you didn't mean it as in haha. What's with the rocks in your front yard? I ain't know nothing about those, except for the date marker I put. They just come with the house? New one pops up every once in a while? What's that got to do with anything? Well, nothing, I guess. You have a lot of urns. Crew's bodies washed ashore after a time. Didn't figure they'd want a sea burial after what happened, so I had them cremated. Well, except that 5th feller weren't never found. I ain't recall how that urn got here. He was a member of the crew right and proper, though, so he got as much right to be here as any of them. Did you ever visit that little cathedral? Sure, I used to go and pay my respects once in a while, back before my niece started acting up. Got plenty of urns to talk to right here, though. Ha! You talk to the urns? Yep, we shoot the breeze. We live old glories and such. Sad like they talk back. They do, and I can see from your face that you don't believe me. So you can ask them yourself, landlubber. Guess I'll have a chat with your urns then. Fine, but if you got any more questions for me, ask them now. I'm tired of all this chit-chat. Yeah, I'm done. Let's search around the house a bit, though. There's a blubber lamp on top. It's a simple device, a glass vessel filled with whale blubber and with a wick stuck in it. Blubber lamp really rolls off the tongue, though. Just a really delightful phrase. Say it. Blubber lamp. Incredible. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Just keeps getting better. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Yes, 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 yes. Say it again. Alright, at this point we'd have gotten some no. No, you're no fun. We've got work to do. An elderly gray cat nervously washes itself in the corner. Cat shies away from your touch. You notice that he's wearing a collar that says Ishmael. Well, that's fine. We're not going to be bothering with other cats anyways. Shelf for aeronautical non-fiction you are not interested in. Okay, what about the rod? Fishing rod is caked in salt. Either it hasn't been cleaned in a long time, or the captain uses it to catch horses. Captain shrieks horse in his sleep. Salty fishing rod. Ooh, more muscle damage. I will take that. Wish it was of a different element, but so be it. Let's see. Water basin is full of salt water. This guy's really committed to his whole deal. Saltwater fish in it. Licorice taffy. Increases damage of your melee weapon attacks by 1. Not bad. There's just career a bit more successful. This will be a Commodore's commode. Ew. Door and table, old tarnished silver tray on top, but it's empty. Peg leg Johnny. Hello? Anybody there? You look around, make sure the captain's asleep, then mutter gruffly to the urn. Yar there, Johnny. You can speak freely now, sailor. I got rid of that no-good landlubber. A muffled, youthful sounding voice replies, Yar, Captain. What'd they want anyhow? Ah, nothing of import. Your basic landlubber prattle, trying to sell newspapers and like that. Pay no mind. Aye, aye, Captain. So, how are things? Oh, no problems, Captain. Everything's ship-shape, haha. Haha. Always happy to chew the sea biscuit with you. Sure, let's, reminisce about old times. Great, I love hearing your stories of nautical adventure. Let's see, how'd you get the name Peg Leg Johnny? Well, it's because of my leg, right? Got a peg leg. Sure, sure. How'd you get it? I got it because I lost the original leg. I'd assume so, yeah, but how? Wait, weren't you there when it happened? Time for my nap. Talk to you later. Handsome Jeff. Smooth sailing, Captain. Feel like talking over old times? Sure, I mean, yar, why not? Right then, which particular yarn from your past have you got in your mind? Oh, actually, let's talk about you. Me? Well, the next to you is less handsome Jeff I, so this is a judgment of your relative appearances literal, or is it more an ironic reversal sort of deal? Well, you never... Wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually looked like? Oh, yes, of course I do. Gotta go. Bye. Well, like what? Let's see. Well, I don't know. Just if you wanted to wax nostalgic about old times or anything. Alright. Right, so, Yar. Anyway, I'm glad we had this talk. Let's see. Barnacle face. Let's see. Everything going alright? Aye, Captain. Nary a cloud in the sky. Good. Great. Are you in a chatty mood? Sure. Yar. Well, you know me, Captain. A man of few words and all. Happy to listen. Right, well, actually, I was wondering about your name there. Barnacle face? What about it? Well, I was just wondering. Why? I mean, of course I know why, but, if you have any insight into... I mean, you've never actually said. That is, you've never asked before, so, I'd have thought you'd already... Right, yeah, obviously, I already... Anyway, if you're not comfortable discussing it, that's fine. Okay, yeah, good. Yar. Yar. Urns, flag above the urn says, Fitz Sailor. So, Sailor, how goes it? I'd ask what's new, but, You're not talking to one, are you, matey? Suppose you never were, come to that. So, well, as you were then. I could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes? Smokes? As in cigarettes? Aye. What does an urn want with cigarettes, are? Well, alright then. Just leave them on the table like usual, please. Yar. Ah, crap. I gotta go back to Plunkett Street, because apparently I haven't found any smokes yet. The 4 Glocklins are playing the Glockenspiels while doing some kind of traditional folk dance. Involves a lot of skipping and hopping and turning around in a square with precise timing, so they aren't paying any attention to you. Or anything else, really. Join in? Does kind of look like fun, but you definitely don't know the steps and would only cause total chaos. It would be simpler just to attack them, since brawl would probably result anyway. Fine. Alright, what do we got? 7 physical damage with my new fishing rod, which means I can take these guys out quite easily. Let's see, dealing 3 physical damage. I may as well hit these guys. Oh, right. I have 2 AP thanks to the, I think the coffee or whatever it was I ate. Huh. Was not expecting that. I didn't really use the fishing rods when I fight, because I was playing a jazz agent and they're all physical damage. So there wasn't much of a point to it. Let's see, 2. Yeah, hit him with a rock. So I never actually saw their attack animations outside of the first one you get in the prologue. Alright, and this guy will go down easy. There we go. Glockenspielery flyer. It's an advertising flyer for a Glockenspiel store. Huh. You know, during my entire time playing it as the jazz artist, I never actually... Oh, looks like she wants to talk. See, fun getting into fights. You know, not usually so many fights around here. What an excitement it is. Notice you do a lot of slapping. Do you know how to make a fist? A what? Here, look. You curl your fingers in like this and put your thumb over them here. That's a fist. Squeeze all that tight and hit people with these knuckles here. It's more powerful than a slap. Wow, keen as a peach. Gabby's Flap Slap now deals 3 additional damage. That is quite the upgrade. Anyways, Glockenspiel store. Flyer says that Gideon's Glockenspielery is your one-stop shop for Glockenspiels and Glockenspiel accessories. It helpfully includes the address. And now I know where a Glockenspiel store is. Huh, yeah, I never actually found this beforehand. Hey, did I ever buy the, No, I don't think I did buy the sardines. Oh, I'm still working on the cola. I think I only got one left. Should have used one. Oh, well. Let's see. How much meat have I got? You know what? Let's buy the field manual. Cheerlead. Increase all allies' muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1. Yeah, I'll take that. Take the government-issued sardines and Cola Wars ration cigarettes. And let's get our new skill going. Let's see. Read the first part of the book and learn some good drill sergeant tricks for getting your allies off their stupid, worthless little maggot butts and forcing them to help you. Cheerlead. One of the most important leadership skills is a willingness to humiliate yourself. Increase all allies' muscle, mysticality, and moxie by 1, once per fight. There's a second chapter with more motivational tactics in it, but the language is pretty technical. It takes some real effort to learn anything from it. Yep. But getting extra stats for our allies. Now, the question is, does that also include me? I don't know. Alright, now that we've gotten that, let's head back to Dirch's house. To sample magical sewer energy, we got some glowing ooze. It's strange. Stone like this is normally only found close to ley line intersections, and sewers and ley lines are very different things. Almost opposite things. You never know. Put the cigarettes on the tray. You put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Approaching the 5th urn, you put on Captain Dirch's voice again. "Arr, matey, your smokes be upon the table as you wanted." "Appreciate it, Captain." Then you hide behind the captain, who is snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides aside and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tiptoes over to the table, picks up the pack of cigarettes, and returns to the secret door. The bookcase slides shut behind him. Well, what do you know? Well, time to go confront this guy. You push the bookcase aside, but it's locked in place. There must be a catch. I mean, literally. Check practical secret doors for the home handyman. You tilt the book forward and nothing happens. So you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. So you flip the book open and start rifling through the pages until you find one with the page corner turned down. Diagram on the page shows the 3 most common unobtrusive latch mechanisms for bookshelf-based secret doors, and on closer inspection, this bookcase is using the second one. Now you can open the secret door whenever you're ready. Nice. Hey, what are you doing in, were you seriously about to ask me what I'm doing in here? Yeah, even as I was saying it, it sounded stupid. How did you find me? I hid and watched when you came out for your smokes. Oh, that was you, huh? I thought the captain's voice didn't sound quite right. So what's the deal? Well, it's basically just what it looks like. It looks like you're hiding in this old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. In that case, it's not at all what it looks like. I'm listening. I'll admit, at first I was planning on robbing him. I figured an old sea captain must have a secret treasure, right? Wasn't a pirate. No, it turned out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to. Except, well, his old sailing buddies. So I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall. You didn't find it strange? He was a little spooked at first, but once I'd gotten a handle on how the different voices should sound and learned enough to keep up with the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to, even if the situation is kind of weird, right? So that's all. You do this just because you feel sorry for him. Yeah, well, I won't pretend I don't like having somewhere to stay rent-free, and his pension from the shipping company is pretty good. And his short-term memory is kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for 2 people. He's a good guy, and it's an easy life. Don't screw it up for us, okay? Wait, what is it to you anyway? I'm here about the stolen urn. Oh, yeah, that was probably a mistake. He'd mentioned the 5th Sailor a few times, so I thought he might like to have the whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from that little cathedral to fill the spot. It seemed like a good idea at the time. The vicar needs it back. Okay, it'll be weird if it just vanishes, though. Can you swap it for another one? The captain doesn't open them, so he won't notice if there's no ashes in it. Fine, I'll see what I can do. Jeez. Alright, back to the St. Polycarps. Remember that box of spare urns? Yeah. Ah, it's these guys. Yeah, give him a lesson, gain some 5 XP. Just grab a spare urn, wouldn't hurt to take one. There's plenty in here, so the vicar won't miss just one. Besides, you've earned it. Urn is not yet cremaindered? Right, anyways, back to Dirch's house. Let's see. You pass an alley where 2 women wearing grease-stained coveralls and welding masks are slouching against the wall and sharing a cigarette. They glare at you as you pass. Hey, isn't that the blister that Bronze Rosie was telling us about? They lower their masks and snap their fingers with the tips of their index fingers spark into white-hot flames. Let's weld her tailpipe shut. Right, and that's another random tentacle. Alrighty then. Ah, so it's all of us, not just me. Alright, yeah, they're both 7. That one's both 7. So let's just hit this one with a rock. Get it out of the fight now. Let's see, set Turt the Turtle on fire. Set Turt the Turtle on fire. Slap me, huh? Well, let's actually get rid of this last grenade. Not how I wanted to go about it, but whatever. Which means I definitely have to hit the tentacle, because I don't want it doing any damage to me. Sorry, Turt. And now Gabby can actually do 8 physical damage. Quite the upgrade for her. Even though it's still actually called Flap Slap. What the? Okay, that's a new one on me. Passing car clips Bargert the Whirling Wrench. Again, that is a new one on me. Your tailpipe remains unwelded. Hand washing gasoline. Tin Lizzie's hands get really dirty, and the only thing that really works to clean them is gasoline. Increases the damage of your magical weapon attacks by +3. Meh. And more HP for Turt, though I'd rather he get more stats. Or at the very least more mysticality. Replace the urn. Did you switch out that 5th urn yet? Yeah, I did. Great. So, we're square then. Everything's Jake? Look, this is really shady. And weird. You should just be honest with the guy. Yeah, I guess you're right. I gotta build up to it, though. If I just pop out of the bookshelf at him, he's liable to have a heart attack. Or try to kill me. Alright, well, good luck. Next to one of you, next to Nautical Pun goes straight overboard, he mutters. Alright, well, we've done what we can with that. Let's head back to St. Polycarp's, drop this off, and... You know what? I think it's about time we start taking care of some of the other gangs in this town. Fast-talking salesman approaches you and starts his pitch before you can cross the street to avoid him. Say there, would you like a precious set of encyclopedias? No, God no, hell no, absolutely not, and no. I thought you might say that. Understandable, understandable. But what if I told you this was no ordinary encyclopedia? Do you think that's something you're likely to tell me? So likely as to be certain. Step a little closer, would you? You take a step towards him. He opened his trench coat to reveal a set of dog-eared paperback books. This is no collection of boring facts. This is an encyclopedia of blue humor, a multi-volume collection of lewd and lascivious. A trove of truly tasteless treasure. It's a set of books of dirty jokes, precisely, and it's yours for the obscenely low price of 200 meat. This item will grant an upgradable sleaze armor perk. Yeah, being able to upgrade the various elemental armors is going to be useful, and there are books for, I believe, each one except for physical. The man takes your meat and winks at you as he stuffs it into his pocket. Enjoy. You got an item. Surely, shocking jokes. He continues to stand there. Aren't we done here? What are you waiting for? I want to watch you read it. Okay, let's just back away from him. Oh, it's you. Have you found our missing ashes yet? I did. Here you go. Oh, wonderful. I'll get this polished and reinstalled right away. Blessings upon you, my child. In fact, let me make that blessing literal. I have some holy water of St. Polycarp here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Takes out a little bottle of water and splashes some on your forehead. St. Polycarp's forehead. Your forehead has been anointed with the blessing of St. Polycarp, patron saint of bodybuilders. Oh, +1 muscle. Thanks. Say, whose ashes are in that urn anyway? Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who washed ashore near here after a shipwreck. Some of the locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night. Poor fellow. He was interned here as an act of charity. Was that about 50 years ago, give or take? Oh, no, it was more like 300 years ago. Huh. Interesting. Alright, sweet. Really, and we also got St. Polycarp's forehead. I will not say no to more stats. And like I said, let's go try and take out the gangs of, wow. Gangs of Ocean City. As you're walking past one of Ocean City's many disused public urinals, you notice that one of them has been filled up with ice cubes. As you investigate further, for some reason, you notice that one of them isn't an ice cube at all, but a frozen rock. Collect it. Wipe the rock off, examine it, and then pound it into flakes. We got frosty flakes. It's like snow, but in flake form. Can you even imagine? Moving on. You manage to sneak up to the Tin Lizzie's hideout without anyone noticing. You aren't going to stay unnoticed for long, though. This place is crawling with Lizzies. Unless your first move is to turn tail and run, I guess. No. The car looks terrible, but it smells great. You isolate and then confiscate the source of the freshness. Prototype car freshener. This ingenious device consists of a cardboard tree soaked in some kind of nice-smelling oil. +2 stench armor. Ah, yes. Let's see. Grants an upgradable skill. Hurt 'em all. Gives sleaze armor. The world's sleaziest joke. World's sleaziest jokes. Culled from the world's sleaziest toilet stalls. If you can stomach these, there won't be much left in heaven or earth that can scandalize you. I'm not going to upgrade this right now. Still, it's good to have some... Well, no, I actually have to spend it to get it. Well, I don't think I really need it against the Tin Lizzies. Yeah, they got the grease guns, but... Shouldn't be too much of a problem. A couple of Tin Lizzies are busy trying to dismantle a car that is already pretty thoroughly mantleless. It's like watching someone try to scrape just one more sandwich worth of meat out of a leftover turkey carcass. Yeah, get the jump on them. Of course, one of them's got a grease gun, but it shouldn't be a problem. Anyways, rah! Boost everyone's stats. Hit that one with a rock. 7, 8. Let's see, how much damage do I do? Do 9. Bronze Betsy, hit Gabby for 6, shoot me for 6. I can take the hit more than Gabby can. Not that it matters, because Gabby gets to go next. Alright, greasy knee pads adds +1 sleaze armor to a pair of pants. Alright. Got revenge for the poor car. You really ought to put it out of its misery. Okay. Maybe that's worse. Greasy toolbox. What do we got? Greasy gloves gives some sleaze armor. A disposable ratchet. Increase an ally's stats by 3 or reduce an enemy's stats by 3. Alright, piece of scrap metal. Give your target shielded, which causes them to ignore the next time they take damage. Spray on asbestos. Add +1 hot armor to a pair of pants. Excuse me. It's just an old oil barrel. Since it's open, it's full of rainwater. Alright, what do we got? Hand washing gasoline. Welding mask. Well, that'll be a hat we can use to get some more money. Face grease. This is hot armor by 3. A mix of 50-50 mix of engine oil and moisturizer. Useful in both a skincare regimen and a 2-stroke engine. Bunch of tin Lizzies are hanging out here. Their attention is mainly focused on something further to the right, but the camera doesn't move far enough for you to see what it is. Let's push our way through. And I'm already on fire. I think on fire is one of those status effects that increases as it remains. Yeah. Do I have anything that can put me out? I don't think I do. So I think I'm actually going to use both of these rocks to take out 2 wrenches. Seeing as how this one's already gone. Let's see. Turret the turtle. I'm going to need him for healing. Shoot me, but if I go down... Yeah, let's take her out. Besides, I got Gabby for some extra healing. Intends to set Gabby on fire. Let's see. 7 physical damage. Let's go for the wrencher, because she intends to hit me. Hit this one with the rock. And this one with the fishing rod. There we go. Yeah, on fire can get pretty bad if the fight goes on for too long and you don't have a means of putting yourself out. Which we don't. You won! Time to see what all the hoopla was about. Ooh, there's a welding mask on top of it. That's 2 welding masks, which means I can probably sell one off. More like a picked-apart truck. Muscular woman with flaming red hair is sitting on in a throne made of welded-together wrenches and glaring at you. Well, I would approach her, but we've only got about a minute left, so... yeah, taking her down's gonna have to wait. So, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications for an upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.